Welcome everybody to the developers track of the Superhero League. Thanks for being here. Before I continue, I want to present myself. I'm Omar Saadoun. I'm a software engineer on the blockchain arena for quite some time now, and part of the Eternity Americas team. Something I would like to share with you when I saw Eternity for the first time is that I get caught by the fact. I guess most of the people here may know, but it's important to explain it again and about the fact that it's being built. It's a technology built from scratch to be the next blockchain generation with great things like state channels, Oracle naming system, fast and low cost transaction, and last but not least, and one of the greatest things for me is the awesome developers team that they have and that is building all this great technology for us to build on top. Today, what we have planned is two presentations. One is about analytics by Marco Walz, and next to it we will have Aekiti by Emmanuel Joseph. We know him as Jet. Something important to say is that we have a short presentation from both speakers that we are going to play. So I will ask you to put your question on the chat, and at the end of every presentation, speakers will be available to answer every doubt that we may have during the presentation. Okay, so talking about our first guest and first presentation, well, Marco Walz is a Stuttgart ambassador. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the right way. Marco is a software developer with deep interest in making the life of everybody more comfortable. He got interest in blockchain and cryptocurrencies during spring of 2017, and he co-founded Kryptokrauts around 2018 that are developing SDKs and tools for the Eternity ecosystem. I guess everybody knows Marco. With Kryptokrauts, he did analytics.org and Eternity naming system that he's going to present now. So Marco, it's your turn now. The stage is yours. We are going to see the presentation, and then we can get some talks about it.
Hello everyone, my name is Marco and I'm the co-founder of Kryptokrauts. It's a pleasure for me to present you a new tool in the Eternity ecosystem called Analytics. In our way, it's the easy way to interact with the Eternity blockchain. During the presentation, I will tell you why we developed it, what feature it already covers, and what features you can expect in the future. Besides that, I will show you in a live demo how easy it is to connect to the base app and how you can extend your names and or set different pointers. Before telling you more about analytics, I want to give you some background information about Kryptokrauts in general. Kryptokrauts has its origin in the beginning of 2018, when I was able to inspire Mitch for crypto. When we wanted to create a knowledge platform for crypto where the community could share knowledge and be rewarded for doing so. The platform has not been created, but we offer the crowd timeline and the crowd lexicon on our homepage, for example. Every one of you can participate and contribute content by using a simple form. Just have a look at it and tell us what you think. Also reach out to us if you have any question regarding that. Yeah, we have a lot of cool ideas we want to bring to life, and we would be happy if you join the discussion on our Discord server. As you can see, these are the things we are working on right now. So yeah, our focus is heavily on Eternity at this moment of time. And last week we already had the honor to present you our App SDK Java and our recently released Contract Maven plugin, which allows to easily interact with smart contracts on the Eternity blockchain by using either Java or Kotlin. So if you missed that, you can check out our Twitter activities and you will find the slides of that presentation there too. Today we present you Analytics, which is available for mainnet and testnet at the moment. But at some point in the future, we will also provide the possibility to connect to a custom network. So yes, analytics.org, that's basically the domain you can put in the browser and you will see what we developed there. Yeah, our tool puts the user in the center. So we, for example, provide a personalized dashboard, and we have a really strong focus on the Eternity naming system. So you will be able to manage accounts, and you can show auctions and when they end. You can see the bidding history, you can show names and when you see when they expire. And if you click on a name, you can also, there's also a link where you can go to the auction of that name and see the history of it. You also see the bidding history there. And yeah, as already mentioned, it's personalized, so you are able to manage your accounts. You can either add them manually, but then you will not be able to interact using them. You can only track those. And it's also possible to connect to the base app. And if you have an active base app connection, you will be able to interact with the Eternity blockchain and update or extend your names. That's something I will show you later on. Yeah, and in the account overview, you also see a list of the names you own, and you see your active bids, and you also see if you are outbid. So if someone else also bids on a name you want to have, you see that on your personal dashboard. That's really cool. And currently our focus is on desktop users first. So we have a focus on the desktop users, but from time to time, we also want to make sure that it can be used on mobile devices. Currently, that's not really covered, but yeah, as mentioned, we focus on desktop first. Okay, so that's the dashboard I mentioned. Just have a look at it. I will go through different parts from time to time during the presentation, but yeah, let's just let it see. So on the top left, you see the recently claimed names. In the second box, you see the auctions that are ending soon. And if you would have an active account, you would see the active bids that you're currently bidding on. And if somebody else would also have put in a bid for a name you wanted to have, you see that you were outbid. That's the cool feature I mentioned. Okay, let's get a bit deeper in the personalization part. On the top right, you saw that you can personalize your account, and you have two possibilities to do so. So either you put in an address manually, or you can connect through the base app. Of course, we want to provide other wallets too, but currently it's only possible using the base app. So if you have done so, you see something like on the right. And then if you have many accounts, you can choose one, and this is basically the active one, but you can also delete them if you want, or remove them. Yeah. You see there is some difference in the presentation. Sometimes you see the person, but on the bottom you see a smartphone device on the left. And the account with the smartphone device is basically the account that is linked to the base app. So this is the account you have currently active in your base app. So that's also really cool. For all the users that are using Brave, I want to mention that you need to allow pop-ups, and you should disable the shields when using Brave, and there might be a page reload required. And if you reload the page for the first time and want to connect to an address, there comes a pop-up where you need to confirm that our analytics gets access to your account on the base app. Yeah, that's really, really cool. So if you have active bids, you can see that here. After selecting an account, here I chose some random account that has some active bids. And you see, for example, currently he's bidding on Jade.chain and Trip.chain. Dot, not Punkt. So my German. Dinglish. No, yeah, it's Jade.chain or Trip.chain. Yeah. Currently he has no outlet, so there is no problem. He doesn't need to act. And if you click on the top right, you can go to your account page. So let's assume we clicked on the account page on the top right, and then we see this screen here. You see the balance of your account and you see the active names. And if you see on the right the 3 dots, you can show more names. So this account basically has much more names than here are currently shown, but you see all of them if you click on the 3 dots. For the transaction history, it's possible to filter by transaction type. So, and yet now we come to the really cool part. So as already mentioned, we have a strong focus on the naming system. And this is basically the page of a name, in this case, analytics test1 marker.chain. And if you are logged in with the account that owns this name, you see the button right after the name. And yeah, if you click on that, you will be able to update your name. You can set pointers or just extend the name. And there are different steps necessary. I have some screenshots made here, but I will also show you that in the live demo soon after that. So yeah, there comes a modal. You can see you can manage analytics test1 marker.chain, and currently there is 1 pointer set, and I would be able to update it or to revoke it. So the default setting is that we extend it for the maximum time to live, so for the next 50,000 blocks. In this case, I added another pointer for a contract. You can put in the contract address and click on the plus, and then it will be there. But after you click on update, you need to wait or confirm it on the base app. So you need to switch to your smartphone, go into the base app, and then you see the screen where you need to click on confirm. And if this is done, you will hopefully see that the transaction is successful and that your name is updated. Yeah. So now we stop here and I will show you a live demo. Hopefully this will work out. Okay. Now here we go again. And you see analytics here on the right. We are connected to the testnet. You see that on the domain here. This is our testnet analytics because I'm doing this demo on the testnet. And as you can see, I have already an account here configured. And I will just show you that so yeah. I'm currently connected to the base app. That means that it's always showing this, this address here. I can delete it. And if I refresh the page, I'm immediately connected again. So to revoke that access, I need to do so in the base app. I go to settings. I go to remote connections. Here, this is my MacBook. And now I revoke the access. And if I refresh here, analytics, I'm still having this account here, but it's not linked to the smartphone anymore. So I can delete it. I can refresh. And now I have the screen you would see the first time you visit the page. And yeah, now I want to connect to the base app. That's something you would do. Then you switch to the base app. You go here. And you need to name of the device. I call it MacBook again. Yeah, it should only, the base app currently works with the browser connection only if it's used within one tab. So you should only have one tab opened when performing some interactions with the base app. So I will close this one here because we want to use it here. And as you can see, now we are connected again. And yeah, that's it. I could switch their account. I can show you that. So I have 2 accounts here. Now I'm switching to this one. When I refresh the page here, I'm still having this account active, but as you can see, it's not linked to the base app, but this one here is linked to the base app. Now I click on that, and then you see the following screens. Yeah, what do I want to show you? As you can see, I have some names here, and I have active auctions. You see that here on the left, and you see that here in analytics. I have active bids for superhero123.chain and superhero456.chain. And yeah, that's basically it for the moment. But if I switch the account here on analytics, you see that the second account currently doesn't have any active bids. Yeah, so I'm switching the account to the second one. Have I switched it? Yes, okay. Active bids. So now I want to have so never did that. Seems like I can't claim with the second account. Let me check that. I thought this should work, but okay, let me have a check. Ah, okay. I need to click on the plus. I haven't done that before on the base app. So, okay, I will try to claim superhero456.chain with the second account. And my bid is, let's say, 4 AE. Now I confirm. I hope this works. We should be able to see that on the transactions. Here we can filter for name claim transactions. This might take some time, but we will see how fast it is. We don't see it yet. Ah, okay, we can already see it. Now you see it, okay. I have now with the second account, if I refresh here, it should be the active one. I see my balance here is refreshed. I see that I have here an active bid. And what I should see if I switch the account, I should also see superhero123.chain here still. But on the second account, or the first account in this case, I should see that I have an outbid here, because with this account now I claimed superhero456.chain. So let's see whether this is working. And yes, it seems to work. So if I would have logged in with that account here, I would see that someone outbid my domain, and I need to act. Yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to show you. But I can also show you other things, because now I'm here on my account page. This is the account I'm currently connected to, but you can see here, this is cool, because now I go to SuperheroLeague.chain and I don't see any action possibilities here, because I am not the owner right now, because my base app is connected. Currently I'm only tracking this account. I have this account managed, but I can't perform any action because I'm not linked to the base app. So if I switch in the base app again, the account to the first one. I refresh the page and have a look here, because when I refresh the page, yes, now it's linked to the base app, as you can see here. And now I'm able to add pointers or to extend the name. So if you see currently the name is only active for the next 49,974 blocks. And now I want to set a pointer. I set a pointer for my own account. I need to click on the plus here. I could add another pointer, for example, but I currently haven't copied any contract address or something like that. I can show that afterwards, but yeah, now I can extend it for maybe only one block, but if that one block expires, my name is revoked. So that's something I don't want to do. So the default value is always 50,000. Now the cool part here, we have the connection to the base app. I click on update, and now I need to confirm it on the base app that I want to update that name. I confirmed, and hopefully in the next few seconds, yeah, we see the transaction is successful. I can click on it and I see that I set the pointer. So that was really fast. That's also cool here on the name section. If you have the login account, you see always that the name belongs to you with this marker here. And currently I talked about a contract pointer. I could use some contract call transaction here. And I copy some contract address. I can go to the name again. I update it again. I add a contract pointer here too. You see it's valid for the next 50,000 blocks, so it was updated. And now I update it again. I need to confirm again. I need to wait again, and hopefully it will be successful again. Yeah, we see that, and now we have 2 pointers here. So it's quite easy to interact using analytics and the base app to extend or update names. So that's really, really cool. You can also revoke names. Let's test this. Although I don't want to lose this domain, yeah, let's use SuperheroLeague.chain and revoke it. I confirm. Let's wait. Okay, the transaction was successful. We have to type name revoke transaction. So it's still, now we see it's expired. We can have a look at the auction of it. You can see the name. Yeah, it's currently not active anymore, so we need to better visualize that here, but as you can see, it's expired. Yeah. We can filter for transactions here. I click on the name revoke transactions again. Need to refresh. That's not mine. But it's probably easier. I go to my account. And yes, here it's from my account, the revoke transaction, but I still see the SuperheroLeague.chain here. That's something we need to work on, but yeah, basically it's really, really easy and nice to interact with the chain. So we continue with the presentation. I hope you enjoyed the live demo. Yeah, so what's the future of analytics? First of all, your opinion matters. We would like to involve the community in the development process, so you can tell us what you would like to see, what features are missing, if there are some bugs, if you discover something that behaves strange, just let us know what you want to see, and we try to develop this as fast as possible. We also plan to use the governance app to perform some votes in the future, but we cannot say when we will do that. Hopefully in the next few weeks, but it could also be months. So don't nail us on that statement. Yes, we have a strong focus on the naming system, so we will extend that features, expect further improvements from interaction possibilities. For example, currently it's not possible to claim names. That will change soon, so we introduce that. But we also want to incentivize the community members. This will be hopefully possible with the upcoming hard fork. So if the hard fork happens and we develop it fast enough, you will be able to let other community members extend your names. So if you have further questions regarding that, just ask me after the presentation. That will be a really great system. I hope you like that. But currently it wouldn't be possible to implement this because we need to wait for the next hard fork. Yes, we want to introduce more wallet support, that you can, for example, connect with the wallet browser extension or the new upcoming Superhero browser extension. We want to introduce statistics, all kind of statistics. Let us know what you want to see. And of course, if there are tokens created on the æternity blockchains, we want you to be able to track them using analytics. Of course, also token transfers then. And yeah, we also like to provide better features to see what happens with contracts, but that will happen sometime in the future. That's something you cannot expect in the next weeks or months, probably half a year. Maybe we are faster, but who knows? Yeah. First focus is on naming system features. Yeah. So that's it. That was the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter, join our discussion on Discord, or join our community on Pipo. That's a really great, cool app. It's some kind of Twitter with short videos, so check it out. You can tip others using tokens. That's a really cool project. And yeah, if you are a developer, check out our GitHub page. Thank you guys. And yeah, just start having questions.
Awesome. Great work, Marco. Great work. I don't know if there is any question. I guess so. So please, anybody that has any doubt, question. Otherwise, they can start shooting me some question myself.
I have a question. What was your inspiration for creating analytics?
Yeah, it was, we knew that the naming system is upcoming with the Lima hard fork, and we haven't seen a tool to interact with the æternity naming system up until then. And initially we planned to release that with the hard fork so that it can be used directly. But now it's a few months later we achieved what we tried to do, and now you are able to use it. So yeah, initially we planned to do that, to release that in December 2019. So we're a bit late, but yeah, that was the intention, to interact with the naming system. Marco, what do you think about the naming system? You were one of the first one in registering a name on æternity. What do you think about the biggest challenge you have during working with a naming system?
I mean, there are no great challenges at the moment. I think it's usable. You can use it. It's clearly stated how the auction mechanism is working. So from the system is working, the protocol works, and you can use it. It's really usable. You can have different kind of pointers for contracts, for accounts, and for channels, for example. Yeah. The only thing I personally am missing is the feature for subdomains. So this is something we also want to initiate a governance vote for that, but you can expect that in the near future. But again, don't nail us down on that statement. We cannot say when we will start it, but if somebody else wants to start it, you're welcome to do so. But yeah, we want to have more marketing around that. So it is probably better to wait until we do that.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, don't put the pressure on Marco. and the last one I have is, I guess Eric's question was a little bit on that way, but what future you see for the name system more than the subdomain, as maybe from the entrepreneur point of view?
Yeah, I think it's important for companies, for example, to register their name. But yes, again, you need, if I was a company, I would want to have subdomains to be able to point to different kind of assets, for example. If there are DIDs or decentralized identities on the blockchain registered, then I want to be able to link them to a subdomain of my company. So yeah, that's something I would like to see.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, any other question? Maybe I'm missing something from the chat. Let me check. Anybody else who wants to make a question? This is the moment, guys. Okay, great.
So I have another question. Sorry.
Sure.
Maybe like Mark, what are your thoughts in general? Like this is not developer specific, but if we have again, let's say names that are being sold or something like this, do you think this has, let's say, adverse effects for the naming system, or would it be something positive? I think it's something positive. So yeah, you mentioned selling names. I think this is also a great use case, and this is also something we like to provide in the future. So you should be able to sell your names. I think that's necessary. Otherwise, there probably won't be that much adoption, and it's always something people want to get involved and speculate on that. I mean. Maybe for these reasons, but yeah, I think we should see a marketplace coming up for that, and we want to provide it. So if anyone else is quicker and makes a better solution, just do it. But you can expect that coming from us too. And you mentioned the history of our first claim ever on the Eternity naming system. I shared the link to the article here in the chat. So
thank you for that.
Okay, Guillermo. Hi, my friend. The testnet version, yes, it's basically the same application, but it connects to the different middleware. So you can either use analytics for testnet or for mainnet using the respective domain. We also plan to introduce customized backends, so you will be able to, in the browser plugins, for example, it's sometimes possible to select the network, and we want to provide that also for analytics. So if you have a private network or something like that, you could just change the property and connect to your private analytics.
Cool. We have another question from Carlos.
I mean, DID is a standard of the W3C group. It doesn't really have to do. It's not really related to the naming system. It's different types. But paying for a name, I mean, if we would have subdomains, I could have a top-level domain, and I could sell subdomains to customers. Yes, that would be something that could be possible. But we first would need to have subdomains to be able to let users pay or register under our domain.
Okay, well, thank you, Marco, for the presentation and all the information you gave us. Now is the turn to Emmanuel. I hope Emmanuel is around us. Emmanuel Joseph, we know him as Jet. He's a full-stack developer that makes use of Google and æternity tools in his software development career. He envisioned to impact young minds, and his love for community building got him to lead the developer student club for Ekiti State University in Nigeria, and he is also the Ekiti ambassador. He is top 3 on the decade. Congratulations for that, Jet. And he is being part of the æternity ecosystem for almost a year now. He created GEM, a developer study, and taught to software students about Sophia for 4 weeks. And the result of that is going to be the presentation we are going to show about aekiti.com. So, Jet, thanks for being here. And now the presentation and the stage is yours.
Hello everyone. I'll be talking about the result of the Developer Study Jam workshop at Ekiti State, Nigeria. So my name is Emmanuel Joseph, the lead and ambassador at Eternity Ekiti, with at Emmanuel Jet _ as my Twitter username. So Eternity Ekiti. Eternity Ekiti, and Ekiti for short, is a community of techies that utilizes Eternity blockchain technology to develop solutions on Eternity blockchain. So we do have a website where we showcase works, events, and also our stories. And the website promises to have lots more features in the future, nearest future, as it presently has this search functions in which you can search for anything, both on æternity.com, Ekiti.com, using Google search engine. So let's make an example of a smart contract, and let's search. So searching, apart from the ads, we have smart contract from blog.æternity.com, and we have smart contract from æternity.com. And if we actually search for something on, I also have æternity.com / documentation hub. If we actually have something on Ekiti.com, it will also bring out the search results here. So that's Ekiti. We also have this land page in which we populate with courses that developers can take, including the decade courses. And we have courses on Firebase, courses on React.js, courses on Git, version control with Git. So that's Eternity Ekiti, and so Study Jam. The Developer Study Jam is a 10-week workshop held at Ekiti State, Nigeria, to educate web developers on Eternity technologies, where we covered Sophia, A project, ACLI, and lots more during this series, and it was awesome. We uploaded different codes for different week, what was taught on different week on a GitHub repo called Dev Study Jam Ekiti under GitHub account, which is at github/Ekiti. So this repository contains code from week 1 to week 8 and also the online courses. So we created a guide that helps users navigate easily on the projects, on the codes online, and also on the videos available for the online session. We also have links to the photos, links to the slide, links to Twitter daily updates, and links to our Medium weekly updates. For our photos, we have our photos here, in which we have from week 1, day 1, photos of developers working, photos of pictures, photos of people, facilitators explaining code to the jammers. And then for Twitter, we created a thread in which all of our Twitter daily updates are listed under that thread from week 1, day 1 to week 10. So we also have a weekly posts write up on Medium, in which we populate with what was taught during the week, and also talk about the online sessions for each part. So we created different sections for developers outside Ekiti that would love to learn Eternity technologies by dividing the workshop into bits. We did introduction to Sophia, integrating smart contracts, using IPFS, and all these videos on YouTube, on this YouTube playlist, where we have where we covered the courses from introduction to developer study jam to decade review, so introduction to Sophia, integrating smart contracts using JavaScript SDK, and also using IPFS to store and retrieve files on blockchain using JavaScript. So the developer study jam series was an awesome experience where the jammers learned a lot about the technologies and also built awesome apps on Eternity blockchain. So talking about awesome apps built on Eternity blockchain, we have jammers during the workshop. So the developers built apps on the blockchain, which got them their $75 bounty for the Eternity Development 101 course on Decade. Some of the apps that were built were Rideart, A-Quiz, JNet, Student Result Recorder, A-Tweet, CrimeReg, and it was awesome. So we actually created another GitHub repo to undo all apps that were built by the jammers, where we added all their apps and also created a guide that helps users, outsiders, navigate through the apps. So we have a tweet, which is a streamline of Twitter, where users tweet and receive tips. We have a photos, a decentralized way for people to store their image on the internet, just like Google Photos. We have student results recorder that helps students track their grades. Rideart that helps users reach their destination with ease. Hospital management system that keep tracks of patient medical records. We have AU Quiz, a web app that engage audience in a unique way. We have Stafflix, in which it's a booking experience app for dental checkup. We have Jeanette, a portfolio showcasing paperwork designs that are for sale. We have Nimiblog, an app built with Node.js and Firebase authentication system. We have Geostel, an app that solves the problem of getting hostels on campus. We have CrimeReg, a system that stores information about criminals. We have AEXU, a payment system that is making changes to EXU's method of payment. So we have all these apps, and very soon there will be a link above the CME link where there's going to be a YouTube link to the jammers explaining their app and their contracts fully in the video. The videos will be posted to our YouTube channel again under a playlist called Ekiti Apps, and this playlist will be populated soon, and you would be able to see developers explaining their code and also their app. We'll make sure to add those links, those YouTube links to this above this CME, which will be Learn More. And for the CME link, it opens on mobile view. It opens the app that was built by the jammer. So if we make it desktop view, mobile view, and try to load this page now, so we would see the app that was built by this developer. So he built an AE tweet where you tweet, you make tweets, and then get tips for your tweet. You input your username, you input your avatar, then you talk about you put in your tweet. And once you do that, users can tip your tweet, which was awesome. Then we have the AE photos and all other projects working perfectly well, and they got their $75 bounty, which was really, really awesome. Then during the course of the study jam, during the teaching course, we taught AE chat. So what is AE chat? So AE chat actually is a decentralized chat platform on the æternity blockchain that makes chat much more secure. The app was our use case for the developer study jam series, where the jammers learned how to write smart contracts, build apps using build the AE chat app using the AE project ship React technology. So the chat app is actually helping to send messages, as I said, and this presently it's on testnet. It's still on test mode, and we would be releasing it fully very, very soon. And just to show how AE chat works, I would make a quick intro on how it works. So I have this new account where nothing is in yet, and I have at the other image, I have another account where I've actually registered my profile. So the first thing I want to do now here is to create a profile. I can't send friend requests yet, because if you try to send, all you need to do is send me a friend request is just the AE address. Presently, I can't send friend requests because I need to create my profile first. So if I create my profile, then I can send friend requests and receive friend requests. So I want to create my own now. Okay, let's start from here. Let's put in here and just let's paste a wallet address. Let me copy wallet address here. Let me copy this so it can give me where I input my username and select an image. Okay, so send a friend request. Now you must update your profile before you can do so. So let's click OK. Go to let's make this objects. Let's see. Status. Let's just say line. Let's pick an image, and which images as storing and blockchain using IPFS technology. So let's look for an image. Okay, let me make use of this for now. Okay, now let's submit. So that is loading. And, okay, our contract was called. And it's loading. Okay, great. We have an account now. We entered there the other time and it showed empty and then it gave us back. So now that we have an account, I'll copy this wallet address. Good. We have our image, we have our name, we have our discipline, and we have our status. So I'll copy this wallet address here and send a friend request from my mobile. And send friend request. Okay. So I'm sending friend request now. Hoping to see a message here saying someone is requesting for request. So this is loading, trying to get friend request, and yeah, good. Now it's saying Eternity Ekiti sent a friend request to you, in which you can reject the friend request or confirm it. So I sent this request from my mobile, my Eternity Ekiti account, and now I'll just confirm the friend request. And after confirming it, that's the contract call. After confirming it, then I can have Eternity Ekiti on my friend list and also chat with Eternity Ekiti. So now let's see, our friend populates code. Now we have Eternity Ekiti as our friend. So once you click on it, you can now send message to Eternity Ekiti. So I'm going to say hi. Just say hi, Ekiti. Okay, so let's send the message. And the friend won't actually need to reload his own page to get the message that was sent. The message has been sent now as hi, Ekiti. Now I'm on my mobile and I'm saying hi, Ekiti. And now I want to reply with, hey, I am here. Okay, let's just reply with I am here. And, the network is slow, but I can still have my contract call and then send the messages, and I won't need to reload to get my message once received. So I guess I made a mistake here. I sent the message to someone else. Okay, yeah, I sent it to another friend. Oh, yeah, good. So let's see, I. Let's just say I and send. As you can see, my cursor is here, and I don't need to refresh to get a new message sent. Good. Now I have a new message sent, and I can send a reply saying, good. Message received. Send again. All I need to do is to confirm the contract call. And the message I've received, and I can also reply with thanks. So that's a chat, and this is thanks, and you can just continue messaging, talking to each other on the Eternity blockchain, which is really amazing. So that's Ekiti chat. Fully very soon would be ready for pushing it to our live server under aekiti.com. And everything will be working well for mainnet. Presently, it's just testnet, but very soon it will be on mainnet and to be perfect. So we have you can create profile, you can send messages, you can see your friend list, and all you need to do is just an email address of the friend. And after you get the email address, the friend still needs to confirm if he or she wants to be friends with you. Then, so thank you. I am Emmanuel Joseph, and you can always reach Ekiti on aekiti.com or on our Twitter handle, which is twitter.com/at æternity Ekiti, and Telegram at Ekiti. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Emmanuel. I had some other questions too about the process, because more than just the chat, there is involved all this process of teaching to students and see how one person that is facing for the first time against smart contracts, Sophia language, and all the Eternity tools to work. For me, it's very interesting, because I experienced on first hand, and then also on explaining to people for the first time. So I thought it was very interesting to have his point of view about that. Let's see. Well, I guess we will try to see if we can get Emmanuel back. On the meantime, I always try to ask you guys to follow up on the forum, ask any doubt that you may have on the forum, follow the GitHub. You can see and access all the tools there is there. Also the courses that we have. We get, yes, exactly that, Jeremiah. Web challenge. That's one of the questions. We see when we can get back Emmanuel, and we will send him all those questions, and mine and Eric's one also to see what he can respond. So as we're saying about the GitHub, the forum, all our websites and all our links, I will post them right here on the chat. And I also invite you guys to go to the networking room. Eric, do you have the last link for that? Otherwise, if you guys can give me 1 second, I will share to you.
Yeah, I think if you go to league.superhero.com, you will see in the overview the room for the networking.
Awesome. Okay, so just wanted to thank you everybody to be here. Also, if you have any other suggestion, anything you want to discuss, we are here on all the different channels. Otherwise, thanks for being here with us, and we see you on the networking channel.